it's nice to finally be off our ship.
That hurts! One down!
In frosty temperatures like this, there's nothing better than a flask of a good English whiskey to keep you warm.
Mahoney said the research camp is all clear. I don't know where we'd be without you.
Most likely decomposing in some unmarked grave. Good on you both for making that mission of mercy a priority. Our job is to protect the civvies and never leave a soldier behind. Straight to business. Good. The Spacers haven't attacked yet, but they've been shuttling men down beyond the ridge. We cannot let them keep reinforcing, otherwise they'll overwhelm us. So we need to take out their ships. Ain't that the truth? But I'll take any one of the heroes here over a dozen of them.
I concur with the captain. We can't hold out if we don't cut off their manpower.
The Spacers have 2 fighter groups. If you take those out, the enemies will be stranded. So, launch that fancy ship of yours and get to work.
The scientists here are good people. Every one of them that died is a loss for all of us.
See if they've got any weapons or ammo.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
Time to die!
took out their jump drive. Their grab drive's down. Enemies, they've lost grab drive. Enemies, we've blown out their grab drive. Their shields are gone. Take them out. Target's shields are down. Enemy's propulsion systems offline. Enemy's shield system is offline. We have a clean dock, right on the money.
Open up! All the way!
You better quit that before you hit something you'll regret.
I have things for you. We're free and clear for flight. You've taken down their shield. Enemy's jump drive is off. Enemy's shield grid. Target's jump system down. Target's jump system down. We've taken out their shields. They've lost grab jump capability. You took out their jump and tagged their grab drive. Their grab drive's down. Enemy's jump drive is offline. Target's engines are down. And we're locked in.
Watch your backs. Their crew could be heavily armed.
What was that?
Private Mahoney to the stranger. Stranger, you read me? We got spacers incoming at the outpost. Whatever you did up there has lit a fire under their asses. Get back, pronto! We need you!
I picked up something you might be interested in. We've detached. Let's get out of here.
All these jetpacks
For a reason, you know.
Guns out there! Move! I can take it!
These damn spacers. Too many of them. So many people.
That's the price of command, Torres. Every decision leads to blood. You can drive yourself crazy with counterfactuals. Focus on the good you did. We did, here. Huh. Well, just don't go saying that too loudly.
Altair's safe because of you. Both of you. I almost want to write back to the Freestar and ask them to give you a medal.
Now wouldn't that be the damnedest thing? I could put it on right next to my meritorious star. You'd save me a court-martial if you just give me your thanks. Might be you want your medal, though. Looks like we have ourselves an old-fashioned mercenary.
I'm not sure if I would have done all this if the roles were reversed, Myung. But I will never forget you.
You're young, and you've got a future ahead of you. A bit of advice. I've been passed up for promotion more times than I can count because I've always stuck by my principles. There's a million ways the bastards in command will ask you to compromise. Little ways, big ways. Don't. It may hurt your career, but I look back with pride at my service. Especially today. You see?
I sincerely hope I never see you across the lines on the battlefield, Captain.
If you do, Lieutenant, I will do my duty.
Not if I do my duty first.
Soldiers, it's time to get out of the Free Star's hair.
You have anything valuable?
have a moment.
I picked up something you might be interested in. I have things for you.
Anything I can help you? With
Don't mind them. May not look like much, but there's... Let me just bring that up.
We're taking supplies to New Homestead. We don't have anything valuable.
get the assessment back on your apartment?
I did. Bank says it's worth double what it was when I moved in.
Taking in
Are
the
you going to
collection.
buy it?
Quite a sight,
Only
eh?
if I take up a life of piracy.
If you're looking for something special, plenty on offer.
I was thinking about going for a hike outside in the canyon. Then I remembered where we are and got a drink instead. Hey, do you guys have a tip line or something?
Tip line? Not so much. No.
Oh, okay. Well, I overheard two guys at Lizzie's. They were talking about hitting the Centauri plant a couple days from now.
Really? Any chance you got names?
No, but I can tell you what they look like.
Okay, we'll have you come down to the station. Get you in front of a sketch artist. Thank you for coming forward.
Our package loss rate is the envy of the sector.
I don't miss all the extra heat from the old forges, that's for sure.
Here, all the places our courier might have gotten waylaid. She mentioned a panel or something that you can plug his ID number into at each delivery point. They should tell you if he's been there recently. The ID's 8148. When you do finally track him down, you can tell him you'll be completing delivery. Now go get me my package. Please.
You're not gonna tell my mom I'm out here, right?
Courier 8148 detected. Error. You have already checked in at this drop-off location. Please resume standard route. Error. You have already checked in at this location. Please resume route.
Get you something?
Check-in accepted. You are late, courier. Please complete delivery and proceed along your route.
The people of New Homestead need these supplies.
Check-in accepted. Please continue along your route, courier.
Find anything useful?
Have a nice day.
Back at last. Did you find the courier? And more importantly, my package? My God. Dead? Well, I suppose that explains why my employee, Mr. Maximoff, disappeared so suddenly. And why the tracking beacon I installed on his ship was detected fleeing the planet. Here, your payment for finding the courier. It seems you've got some chops when it comes to investigation. What would you say to finding Mr. Maximoff for me? Seeing what he knows about where our data might have wandered off to. Excellent. Mr. Maximoff, Bonifant, appears to have set down on another world here in Alpha Centauri, Hawley. Go there and see what he may know on the subject of our fallen courier and our missing data.
We're taking supplies to New Homestead. We don't have anything valuable.
I have.
Once was a lady red clay on her feet. Fly, my mateys, fly. The prettiest lass you ever could meet. Fly, my mateys, oh fly. Her kisses were tender and ever so sweet. Fly, my mateys, fly. But father and brothers all threatened to beat. Fly, my mateys, oh fly. Always happy to meet a stranger. Oh, afraid my ship's got the fair travels.
Landing site looks clean. Let's set it down. I picked up something you might be interested in.
Mistake. Looks like the last of them.
Got eyes on the target.
Not gonna last much longer.
This is over.
Sadly for you.
Damn it! Totally lost them.
Standing down.
I don't stock up on junk.
Engaging a hostile target. Detect any enemies.
Search. There's nothing here.
Give it your best shot. You picked the wrong day to piss me off!
Damn joke. Let's do this.
I'm sure they had something we can use. Ooh, might be something useful here.
Are you here for me? Well, don't just stand there. Help me. Thank God. Ugh. You know, I honestly didn't expect UC security to get here so... Wait, you're not with security? Who are you? Reliant? Oh, you mean Helena sent you after me? Or more likely, sent you after her data. Well, you're out of luck. Maldonado, the man responsible for killing the courier, stealing my ship, and dragging me here, he's got the data. He's looking to auction off our research and frame me for the theft. But that son of a bitch crossed the wrong man. What do you say we go get Reliant's property back? You've got my word, it's the truth. I was just popping out to grab some coffee when someone stuck something in my neck. Next thing I know, I'm bound on my own ship, listening to Maldonado blabber about how he's planning to spend the money he'll be making off Reliant's hard work, which we're not going to let happen. He's about to learn what happens when you play with Maldonado's quarters are towards the rear of the facility. Don't worry though, I'm sure you noticed he didn't exactly pay for Ecliptic's finest. No Ecliptic A team would have missed a pistol on their only captive, for example. And I took several firearms courses before my transfer to Gagarin. This should be child's play.
I see. Done that before.
What's the meaning of all this? I am not to be... Bonifant. So, Reliant sends along a merc of their own, then.
Shut it! Hand over the data, or I'll promise you'll regret it.
Wow, look at that fire. Junior executive, no more. The answer is no, Mr. Maximov. This data's worth a lot of money to my potential buyers. Of course, it doesn't have to be just me that benefits.
Look, this will go better if you
Now,
talk to him.
if Reliant sent you, then you've had the pleasure of meeting Ms. Strickland. Lovely woman, don't you think? But that's the very problem. You're doing your job for the wrong person. Strickland is as cheap as she is mean. I, however, understand the importance of appropriate compensation. I will pay you handsomely right now to turn around, get back in your ship, and inform Helena that our Bonifant here betrayed her. That he killed the courier, stole Reliant's precious data, but was then tragically killed during the handoff with Ecliptic. I'll even handle the killing part myself. What do you say?
Quiet! It's not going to work! It's not, right?
We refuse to let you get away with this.
Well, I can't say I didn't try. But, I've got an auction to plan, so I guess I'll just have to get rid of you myself. Ta-ta.
Last bad decision you're ever making. Now, I think he had the data on me. Want to take a look?
Set aside anything useful and just leave the rest.
Data's intact. Thank God. I'll take my own ship back to Gagarin. I'm sure Helena will be... Well, she'll be happy to see you, at least. I hope that Claude didn't do too much damage to my ship.
What have we got? Animal, vegetable, or mineral?
I have things for you.
You are entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
Got any? Thing you need to offload? Trade authorities need some work done? Sure, have at it.
If you have any comments about this facility, please leave feedback with the main office.
You're back. Without Mr. Maximoff. Is he all right? You didn't have to deal with him, did you? Maldonado. I know that name. He's a renowned data broker. Black market. I'll have to let corporate know about his involvement. And that you managed to stop him. This was good work. Excellent work. Speaking of which, would you be so kind as to hand over the data? And here you are. I included a little extra for all the added trouble you no doubt faced. You have Reliance and my gratitude.
Fire up your hand scanner. I bet you'll find plenty here to catalogue.
I have things for you.
This is the Earth Colony ship Constant. What is the nature of your communication? Oh, yeah, I heard about you. You're the one who made this. Everything's good so far. We're just making final preparations to grav jump out of here towards our next destination. Did you need something? Oh, yeah, they're great. Thanks again for securing them for us. I've been playing around with the new communication systems ever since we got them. And while I've been itching to kick off that grav drive, I've been told it's probably not a great idea until we figured out where we're going. Not quite sure yet. We've got a few possibilities for habitable planets to check out. We've just gotta pick one and go. Between you and me, a little. Captain's been a little indecisive. Nothing seems like it's gonna be good enough for her. But I'm remaining fairly optimistic. We'll find something sooner or later. Just hoping it's more on the sooner side. Oh, guess that's our cue to get ourselves together in Vamoose. I guess we'll see you if we see you. ship constant? That they are. I'm still learning this new comm system, but it's telling me you're the one who helped. At least scans say that's your ship ID. Cool. That'd be great. Hopefully you can find us out there exploring, or if...
Nice clean dock, Captain.
Now that we know there are other people out there, we need to be more prepared for trouble than ever. Just stay out of trouble.
Great. How many more days, months, years of being cooped up here before we find a new place to live?
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
The new grav drive is taking some time to get used to, but nothing I can't handle. Hey there. Do you want to try it and find out? See just how far it can take us?
Oh, no. I wasn't suggesting that. I don't think that's a good idea at all.
Ah, I'm kidding. You know me. I may fly by the seat of my pants sometimes, but I always play it safe. But now you've got me thinking. Really should finish reading that manual.
And to think, all this time, we thought we were alone.
Keeping track of all our supplies is more difficult than you might think. Oh, hey! I've been hearing a lot about you. You're the one who helped us out of that mess so we can find a new place to live. I'm Daisuke, the Constance Provisions Manager. It's nice of you to come back and visit so I can finally meet you in person. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. We sometimes dock with trade vessels and supply depots along the way. When we do, I manage to pick up goods to sell. We still provide most necessities to our crew, but they may buy extra or afford some luxury items. Sometimes, we even sell to visitors. The idea of a shop is new to the crew, so business is pretty good in that sense. Most of the money goes towards our communal funds, though. And we get some business from various visitors and traders when we meet up with them. I'll be honest, I'm not sure what some of this stuff is exactly. But it seems valuable. Take care.
The people of New Homestead need these supplies.
Careful waving that fancy gun around.
We're taking supplies to New Homestead. We don't have anything valuable. The people of New Homestead need these supplies.
You're lucky we're under orders not to escort you right off this ship.
The people of New Homestead need these supplies.
I lived my entire life in the constant. I'm not sure how...
Oh, I've heard about you. The visitor who helped us get into the situation we're now in. Roaming the galaxy with no end in sight. Sorry, I don't mean to be ungrateful or rude. I'm just frustrated.
Ugh, I hope not. Let's not think about that anymore right now.
Still pretty terrible, even though we're now supposedly on our way to our new home. I'm still stuck here with the same people and the same job, day in and day out. Only now, we occasionally see other space travelers. I was really hoping we could finally settle somewhere, because then at least I could hitch a ride out of wherever we landed. Sometimes I wonder if my sister was the lucky one. Well, one of them. I do have a sister on board, Julia, but I'm not talking about her. Julia and I were actually triplets with our sister Jen, but the ship ran out of one of her medications and she didn't make it. Sucks, but it is what it is. We only have so many supplies. We couldn't exactly get anything new along the way. Anyway, it happened a long time ago. I don't really feel that she's lucky. I'm just frustrated. Is it that obvious? Breckenridge is intent on finding a home just as perfect as Paradiso, and it's clear that's never going to happen. I'd love to leave. But outside of you and the occasional passing trade ships we make contact with, there aren't any ways off this ship. And besides, Breckenridge forbids it. I've tried. She insists we stay together for the sake of the community. I'm stuck here. It's a long shot. You've dealt with her. You know she can be stubborn. But then again, you did make her see reason before and set us on this path. Maybe you can do it again and fix this mess. Sorry, I know it may not sound like it, but I'd actually be really grateful to you if you succeed.
The captain just needs an outside perspective. I'm confident we can get her to see reason here and convince her to let you leave.
I wonder what else is out there.
Now that we know what's out there, things are gonna be more interesting from here on out.
It's hard work keeping everyone happy in my little community, but I try my best.
It definitely takes
hi.
a special type
Hello.
of person
You're
to
the
live their
alien.
entire
Sorry,
life, birth to death,
Let me
aboard
start
a
over.
single ship
You're
traveling through
the
space.
person who helped us with our little dilemma, aren't you? It's fine! I'm just a bundle of nerves still. Things haven't changed too much since we decided to look for a new planet to call home. People still come to me with their problems and concerns. Abe, when are we gonna get there? Abe, can we find a planet with animals? Abe, I'm sick of this ship and want to be anywhere but here, and so on and so forth. It's fine, it's my job, but it's stressful, and I'm already a pretty anxious guy to begin with. Just ask my husband. Sorry, yeah. Deep breath. Here we go. I'm Abe. Levitz. Abe Levitz, cabin manager on board the ship. So, I'm happy to help you with anything you need during your stay with us. I'm happy to schmooze with you anytime. People didn't know what to think. Here we are, minding our own business out in deep space, all alone. Then we hear some sort of garbled transmissions on the radio. Real screechy, real inhuman sounding stuff. Then you show up? People had all sorts of fakakta theories. Aliens, time travelers, you name it. We watch a lot of old movies, so... Anyway, it spooked the bejesus out of us, because we were expecting to find nobody. Ah! Glad you asked! I coordinate cabin maintenance, plan activities, even help settle domestic disputes. It's a demanding job, but in short, I'm here to keep people happy. I try to keep both the kids and adults entertained. Scavenger hunts, sing-alongs, fun little art projects, you name it. We also have regular media nights where a historian, Julia Yang, screens old movies, plays music, and exposes us to other Earth media. Oh, you heard? I was just kvetching to myself. Mostly I just need to find someone with a ship, but hey, you're someone with a ship, aren't you? I'll save you the spiel, but ever since we found out that people exist out there, the crew's been asking me if we could track down possible relatives. I made the mistake of looking some up, and now they want to connect with them. Now, I'm not gonna ask you to schlep anyone back and forth, but could you deliver these messages for us to connect our crew with their relatives? Oh, you're such a mensch! Thank you! Let me get you the letter and the information you'll need to track down the relative.
Wow. Hi.
There's so much more to learn about now.
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
Just because our equipment's old, doesn't mean it won't work to take down.
We were so close to finding our new home. Hopefully, it won't be too much longer.
I know we will find
It definitely takes a special type of person to live their entire life, birth to death, aboard a single ship traveling through space.
I know it must seem strange to you. I am not a captain, nor am I a security guard. But I was brought along for a very specific reason. The captain trusts me to de-escalate situations. Pardon me saying, but we did not know who you were or what your intents were. So, Captain Breckenridge wanted me to come along as a friendly face and keep the conversation amicable. I am glad that you were peaceful, and my role was as limited as it was. Thank you. I'm a doctor and a counselor. I assist my wife Lorelei in performing minor medical duties, but I also practice psychology and help maintain our crew's mental health. Life on a colony ship has its ups and downs, as you can probably imagine. I tend to look on the bright side of things, however. To the best of our knowledge, we were on a critical mission, saving the human race from extinction. That notion was always with us, and it instilled a sense of pride and duty. Sure, the living quarters could be considered cramped, and we could go nowhere else. But we also had near endless time with friends and loved ones. I suppose as I get on in years, I have learned to appreciate that more than anything. Back when resources were concerned, it was a necessity for our continued survival. The old make way for the young. That's how it had always been. Our daughter is now pregnant with her second child, and the Constant was at capacity. It seemed only fitting that the oldest of our family make way for the youngest, but now there is no need for that anymore. And so, I get to live out the remainder of my days. As you can imagine, Lorelei is much happier now. I am, but I would have gone through with it if need be. It is the way I was raised to be, to make sacrifices so that others may live on. There used to be an elderly couple on board. They had no children, so their family name was to die with them. I convinced Lorelei that we should take it on in their honor, which is why we are now the DeCostas. My brother will continue our family legacy. The pleasure was mine.
Wow. I've heard about you, but... oh, here you are.
Never seen a ship like yours before.
Then again, I haven't seen any ships before.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
Brackenridge? That sounds so familiar. Something from history slates that I've read. Oh, I feel I should know who this person is, but somehow it's escaped my memory.
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
Now that we know what's out there, things are going to
I
be...
would have to say, with technology this outdated, I'm amazed this vessel is able to navigate at all. It's almost like walking
We
through
had time to
museum.
prepare ourselves since we arrived in orbit around this planet. We knew there was life, and the predominant theory was that it was human life. When you approached, we needed to be careful. Both because you presented a potential threat, but also potential salvation. Plans were in place to deal with both scenarios. And, luckily, cooler heads prevailed. I don't have much basis for comparison. People tend to stay in line, but when they don't, I imagine it can be more challenging than out there. We only have a small break. So in the few cases where there was widespread disorder, we needed to improvise. I'm told that has only happened once in our entire history. There was a brief revolt under Captain Brackenridge II, when he amended the rationing laws. Prisoners were confined to their quarters. After the trial, the leader of the mutiny was exiled to space. We take security threats very seriously, for obvious reasons. It may surprise you to learn that I didn't. See, in my teenage years, I was quite rebellious. I stole a keycard and used it to get into the reactor. My shenanigans almost led to a total reactor meltdown. Normally, the punishment for such an act would be ejection from the ship. But my parents pleaded with Diana's father, the captain at the time, for leniency. He agreed. After I served time in the brig, he assigned me a job with the security team. I took the lesson to heart and have been taking my job seriously ever since. Agreed. If not for that incident, who knows how it would have ended for me otherwise. Crew management is certainly a tricky endeavor, and it takes a skilled captain to know how to deal with difficult decisions like that. I will always be grateful for how it was handled. Stay out of trouble.
We are taking supplies to New Homestead. We don't have anything valuable.
Never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived.
No matter what the future holds, I think I'll always be more comfortable in space. You're the one who helped us out of that mess with the Paradiso group. Nice to finally meet you. Oh, geez. Sorry, of course you don't know my name. We never met. I'm Yue. Wow, I never thought this would happen. Sure. Well, unless there's anything else you want to talk about. I'm the navigation officer. I pilot too, though the ship was designed to pretty much fly itself, so I don't get to do that as much as I'd like. But I'm helping us to chart courses for new worlds. The data we got from Paradiso has been quite handy for that. Then it's just up to the captain to make the call on where to settle down. See, the nav system's not perfect. We encounter stuff that our forebears didn't originally count on. Astral bodies, space debris, stuff like that. So sometimes I need to take manual control and get out of tricky situations. Then there was the time I used those unaccounted for anomalies to our advantage. Slingshotted us around a few stars that weren't supposed to be there, saved some fuel and knocked a few decades off our journey. Pretty incredible stuff. It's incredible. I'm pretty excited to meet new people and ask them all sorts of questions. I wonder about all we've missed this whole time while humanity has advanced around us. Captain, I think I may have found us a new planet to check out. Looks like it might be suitable for our new home.
Oh? Set a course then. We'll go and take a look. Perhaps this will be the one.
And if it is, we still don't have a landing craft.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work.
And commission a landing craft to ferry our people down.
Right. Well, here's hoping. Fingers crossed.
Now that we know there are other people out there, we need to be more prepared for trouble than ever.
We've roamed the stars for almost 200 years. What's a little longer? That planet was not right for us anyway. No doubt the next one will be. Understandably, some are disappointed that we gave up our home, but I think I've managed to convince them that this will be best in the long term. I have no doubt that even if it takes more time, we will manage to find something even better. And it's important to remember we're still way ahead of our original schedule. Everything will be fine. I think I'm coming up on 6 years now. I was only a teenager when my father died, passing command of the ship to me, as is tradition. Because of that, I've had to sort of learn as I go along, instead of taking years of study and apprenticeship under the prior captain. I think some people on the ship resent me for not having the level of experience as my predecessors. But at the same time, without my command, we likely wouldn't have made it here so quickly. Difficult is the wrong word. It can be both challenging at times and also exciting. Our mission was to rebuild humanity on a distant world, believing that we were Earth's last hope. To think that while there has always been a Brackenridge in the captain's chair, that I am the one to finally oversee our journey's end is truly exhilarating. I'm well aware of Janet's desire to leave. I'll tell you the same thing I told her. For the sake of our mission and community, we need to stay together. Each member of our community is valuable, especially Janet. If she left, we'd be at least a couple of weeks behind in food production while we trained someone to fill her role. But I suppose if you brought us more food staples to tide us over while that happens, we could do it. Say, a large quantity of potatoes? Sorry, that's not going to be enough. If we're really going to do this, you'll need to bring me more. Let me know when you've got what I'm asking for.
If I can help you with anything, just say the word.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see what it can do. The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
Pressure normalizing. Undocking complete.
still in one piece.
Hey, over here. Could you please spare a ship part? Our rookie here may have sideswiped an asteroid. Needs some repairs. I had a good feeling about you. We just need a little. 2 units of ship parts will do. You're a lifesaver. Here, take these for your help.
Landing site locked. Take us in.
Keep scanning. I'm sure there's something nearby.